and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Formula Sundays. Let's see. I do assume... Okay, the stream is lagging again. I guess we're just gonna go for the obligatory game restart. There we are. Now this looks better, does it? From what I can see in the preview, it does. So yeah, we're just, this is an in-lap. Okay, let us look. Is Marslian even going, maybe? Yeah, Marslian about to finish his lap. So a bunch of laps already in. Rapid unexpectedly, unsurprisingly, on pole. A little bit unexpectedly though, only 0.2 ahead of Kingsman. Fanta in P3 currently. It seems like Seagull has not gotten around to set a lap time yet. And multiple others are in the 127s, followed by a little bit of a gap between the two Racing Bulls. So, yeah, who do we have on here today? I think Eric here should be the next one to start a hot lap. If I'm not mistaken. Should be Fanta and... I thought it was Morpha ahead of him. Who should be on in-laps, but apparently whoever is up there goes for another lap. So let's stick with Eric for this one. Skies are bright and blue. I assume there's not going to be rain here this evening. At least not in the qualifying race. It's always a different story, I guess. Just cleanly through sector 1. Well, these turns are very hard to get right. You can take a lot of lines through these. Difficult to figure out the quickest one. Down the old pit straight. Can't believe this, I actually like looking back now. I think the first F1 games I've played had this as the start-finish straight still. I'm not sure when they changed it, but like, I can't really remember it being like real F1 starting from that pit straight. Might be not so long ago as I think. Might be in the 2010s or so. Ilo is cooked. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe Eric is cooked as well. Or is he cooking? He the one who cooks. Coming over the line now. 127.3 is not horrible, I guess. He probably wants a tiny bit higher and could maybe aim for a little bit higher. Yeah, Rapid Seagull, of course, gonna be the big battle here. Two main championship contenders. Jannemann is up there somewhere as well. It's Rapid on like 116 points or something. Then Seagull in the high 90s, and Jannemann is in the high 80s, I think. Negative setup sorted, I legit can barely keep my eyes open. Oh what? That is not sounding nice. Shoutouts for the Prime as well, to you and Fabian of course, who stroke earlier, like EA striked me. And Seagull is in P1 for now. I'm fairly certain Rapid wants to change that at some point. So far he has been pretty much undisputed in qualifying pace, so can only imagine he had a mistake in his first run somewhere. MQ is not on a quick lap. Who is though? Hussein? Yeah, Hussein is on a... No, he's not on a quick lap neither. Oh yeah, Hussein has also beaten Rapid just now. Okay. Mofa is coming in. Okay, and MQ, I guess, is gonna start his hot lap right now. These lines through Maggots and Beckett's might kill me. To be honest, for the longest time, I hated Silverstone just because of Maggots and Beckett's, because I couldn't properly drive them. I think if Seagull was driving behind me through there, he'd just think I brake check him, because like I can't figure out how to take these fast. Always lifting and even more braking, I think, than necessary. New start finish straight is used since 2011. Okay. I think the first F1 I played was 2009. So, yeah, might have even been earlier, honestly. I know we had 2009. Might have even been on the Xbox still, like on the original Xbox. Definitely played my first FIFAs on the original Xbox. Either 98 or 2003. Might have been 2003. So, MQ, about to finish his second attempt, and this is far better looking than the first one. 27 flat puts him right on to the best of the rest. Jannemann snipes him by 6,000. Let's see what Rapid can cook though. First hot lap, not pole position. Honestly, like, Rapid is kinda like, I don't know, Bayern Munich or something. Or Formula Sundays. If you don't see him top step on the qualifying, it's just a crisis very much already, even though he might still be very well in contention in the race. Like, race pace, of course, has been a little bit closer, usually. But quali pace, I can't really remember one not Rapid pole. Usually Rapid and Seagull on the front row. Might have been the other way around for once here, but I do think generally he's just cooking everybody. You missed Deddy. Yeah, Deddy is lost to the Monster Hunter grind. He was online when I started. Well, I'm not sure if this was Rapid or if this was us. I don't think I have internet problems right now, so this must have been Rapid. Is this why he's always so fast? He's just warping forwards. Beaten Seagull by a narrow 100th, so there's still everything there for the taking. Marcelian 2,000s ahead of Kingsman. It's very close up there on top. It's very, very nice. Yalk has just finished his last attempt. I think he improved as well. Now, yeah, super close between them, Jannemann and MQ as well. Let's see Emils. I mean, quali doesn't affect you. Yeah, fair. Oh, quali ban doesn't affect you. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you should probably still try and not fuck too many people over in qualifying, I guess. But at the same, like, I don't know. Sometimes stuff happens, I guess. I think, like, in race pace, though, you might be getting somewhere. Starting last in this lineup 10 out of 10 times. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I'll try to convince Daddy that Monster Hunter isn't worth giving up Formula Sundays later on when we play Monster Hunter. But yeah. I'm not sure if Mido is like your alleyway pace-wise. Or like if either of the other ones who are currently sitting the last 3 positions otherwise are. So, 4 minutes to go. Mofa about to finish his lap. Last few turns, and there's the spin, and that's unfortunately it for his improvement here. I do wonder, can you get in and set another lap still? Or do you have to recharge and just go again from the track? Did one run of Silverstone before I joined the lobby to get a setup, so I have no clue. Going in blind. Yeah, to be fair, okay. Let's watch Eric. It is full speed for the first 2, release in the second, in the third, oops. And then for the third one, I think he just released and shifted down. Don't think he broke. Missed the inputs though. Let's see. Eric about to come over the line. And it's an improvement, but he's missing so little to go 2 positions higher. It's just between Jannemann, Yalk and MQ there. I mean, this P7 to 10 is super close. Any of these guys could probably go as far, well, as that P7 for sure. So, Kingsman is on an out lap. He also has unfinished business with Marslian here. It's 2 thousandths ahead, so he needs the tiniest of improvements. And he's going to be up 1 position. Further up, it's going to be tough. Top 3 there are 0.4 away. We're probably going to try and spectate all of these top drivers in a second. I think first one will be Hussein, then Seagull, and then Rapid a little bit further back. Yeah, let's stick with Kingsman for now. And that is not looking good. Definitely not great. Let's see what Hussein can do instead. Needs about a 10th to go clear of Rapid's current PB. Of course, there may still be improvements to come. Further back, there's going to be more changes potentially as well. MQ's just ahead of us here. And he has a lot of positions to gain with as much as 200ths of an improvement. He would go up 3 slots there in the grid. Let's see. Kingsman. He's not that far down anymore, and he only needs so little. So with a good last sector. No, that was not what he needed. Hussein is pretty much even to his PB. Oh, there is the 0.1 he needs. Could be huge for him. Let's see what Seagull's delta says. 1.5 tenths. Rapid. He's still a good while back. This was an okay last sector. Saying it's gonna take provisional pole. Yep, here he is. There's Seagull. Needs a good last sector as well. And there is the 125.9. So now the lead for Seagull. But Rapid is 0.24 up. It's getting slipstream even by the Haas there. We'll have to do an overtake here. Probably not gonna like that one, but I think the Haas is on a hot lap as well. Oh no, he's actually on an in-lap. Well, it may have still helped him more than it hurt him, I guess. Yeah, it's still enough for pole position regardless. Narrowly beaten out Seagull. Jannemann has managed to get 5th still, even though MQ has snuck in there as well, and Fanta in P3 as well. Did not see him yet at all. Kingsman is gonna go, yeah, he's gonna go over the line. Good man, and sparing us the waiting forever for him to arrive in his actual pit box. That should be it for the qualifying. Mido's gonna arrive in his box any second, and then quali is just gonna be over. A little bit of an interesting result. I guess the top 2 are as expected. Then we have Fanta in P3 beaten out Hussein. And yeah. MQ in P5 is also a little bit unexpected there. He has also rejoined the lobby, which is great to see. Jannemann in 6th, a little bit further down as he would want, same as Marcelian, I think. Kingsman at P8 as someone who competes with best of the rest usually. Also, probably would like to be 1 or 2 positions higher. But the competition is tough there in the best of the rest, if you will. Between MQ and between Lauda, there is not much space in between. We have Yalk completing the top 10, and Eric not even making it in to the top 10. So, yeah, we're gonna have a little wait again, because setup preparation and stuff will be doable for everybody. So now's the time to maybe grab a drink or a snack still, before we get into the race. I mean, there's Formation Lab coming up afterwards anyways. It's not a particularly long race here. I think only Spa is quicker with average speeds. Even though I'm not even entirely sure. I've read somewhere that Silverstone was the track with the highest average speed, but I can't imagine it being quicker than Spa, honestly. So yeah. Time-wise, this is one of the shorter races, usually. Oh. Staring down the pit lane. Looks extremely dry out there. It's not really cloudy, slight clouds in the back. I don't think we're gonna see rain today. It's just gonna be all out dry racing here. DRS is gonna be a thing. There's gonna be trains, I guess, of those. I think DRS here is reasonably powerful. Oh, Morva has left the session. F. Yeah, man. Oh no. No shit. You're like 70% water. No wonder you're more wet than this wetter. So, I think we could get going by now. I feel like more than a minute has passed at this point. What if it's Formula Sundays and nobody shows up? Not in that way. Dude, I'm aware, man. I just can't, like... I don't know, man. This isn't... yeah. this probably isn't the place for the other type of content, I guess. There we are, finally. Formation lap, save me from yapping. Even though it won't. So, soft and mediums on every single car. It seems to be one stopper soft medium. Eric is under 18. I don't think for much longer. It's kind of crazy, honestly. Like, he started off as, I don't know, 15 or 16-year-old. He might just be an adult man in a few months. It's so weird to think about, like, stuff like this. If you're like from the Rocket Sundays side of Sunday Esports, you might, yeah, some of you may have heard of Herbie, who has been in literally every single Rocket League esport related thing, who just started off and we like got to know each other when bro was like 17 or something. And that's just 5 years ago. Crazy. Yeah, people just get old. I'll be 27 this year. Kind of fucked up, honestly. Not feeling like I'm that old yet. But boom. Blink once and your mid-20s are just over. Okay, back from Existential Crisis to Formula Sundays. I mean, Real F1 is starting again next week as well, which is like mega hyped, and my brain has not quite understood it yet. Yet we'll finally get F1 again. We'll also get an 11th team next season, which is mega hype. I love it. What happened? If you collide, it just resets you straight to the grid, which is probably what happened between Mido and Hilo. And then they have the little disqualification tag next to them. Doesn't matter much though, except you can see like how their cars are parked. Not on the edge of the box, but rather further forwards. As a penalty. But however, lights are going on. And they're out, and away we go. I think Seagull gets a pretty good jump there. He's already side by side with Rapid. It's gonna go through the inside down the first turn, but has the outside line for the next one. Gonna stick a wheel into turn 3. I don't think he will. It's just gonna be unchanged orders further up. Fanta is losing positions left and right. Of course, he's gonna get eaten alive by these soft runners on the medium tire. Marcelian is gonna get him as well in a second, which is to be expected, to be honest. Started from P3, he's gonna drop down to P6 at least, I think, by the end of this lap. Position changes further down. It's Cherry, MQ, and Eric, I think, in the mix here. Emils is coming into this battle as well with the soft runners. And, yeah, let's see. Fanta is still holding on in P5. Think start is the toughest bit for you as the start on the inferior tires. Top 3 here, joined by Janeman in a second, so the classic quartet of the top 4 reunited over there. Marcelian is looking to follow them. I think he has the advantage over Fanta here. Exit speed with the medium softs, of course, and I think he was having more slipstream than Fanta was. And, oh yeah, damn, Seagull really getting sniffed there by Hussein. Super close together, these guys. Hope somebody's gonna hit a wall. Yeah, Martin is not here tonight, unfortunately. The chances are a little bit lower, but there's still plenty of opportunities to spin around here. So yeah, we might still see some of that. Yelk there, almost losing his car a little bit there. Has the advantage against Lauda tire-wise. DRS activated for pretty much everyone. Seagull there taking the red goddess into P1 here. And it's looking like Janeman might get a position there as well. And MQ has retired. I wonder what happened there. Huh? Yeah, okay. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. We just need Ninja back, yeah. I guess. He really was an assassin. Though his kills may have not been quiet. Jannemann. Ah. Not doing the Vettel here. Stays patiently behind Rapid and Seagull there. Seagull with the fastest lap. Not a big surprise, I guess. First lap where he had free air in front of him. Eric there looked briefly like he was going to attack the Ulk, but did not have the room to do so yet. Oh, this might be a dive. A little bit of wheel banging. But I guess that is just a hard battle there. It wasn't really a dive, honestly. He came a little bit late there. But all in the realms of possibilities. Okay, I assume your game crashed or something? Like, this DNF looked weird. Or, like, disconnected and the car DNF'd or something? I'm not sure. 20k fine, yeah, for real. Also, like, does anybody know how much the fines are? Is there, like, a rulebook for fines? Maybe we should apply that to Formula Sundays. It's like an easy money scheme. Just skim through the reports channel and then hand out $10k fines for everybody. So, top 4 still moving up. I wonder at which point the softs will become bad. I assume you have to run about 10 laps with them. If you want to do soft medium. I got kicked off the quali and then the game didn't give me control, so I got DNF. Ah, fair. Yeah, we've had that problem, I think, a while back. It's been quite alright recently, I think. But it's not a new bug, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks, of course. That is kinda sad. Typical F1 game, yeah, for real. I wonder if they are just gonna get a working game to us next year. Kinda, like, there's people with the tinfoil hats on who are coping that, like, every game is, like, every second game is made by the same crew, and they work, like, a year in advance, if you want, so every second game is actually good. And the next one is going to be better again, but yeah, I'm actually not convinced of that. Oh, Elk there took the sausage curb and did lose some sizable time. Cherry's just chilling behind him. As currently everybody's close together, except Lauda there. He's fallen behind Kingsman a little bit. And of course the rear end of the field. I'll be figuring out how to add an 11th team in 2026, so the game will stay the same. Look, I mean, I don't want to, like, sound ungrateful for the games we have and such, but, like, you're a multi-billion company marketing, like, the biggest racing game if you want. Like, the official F1 game, like, that has bugs in official F1 tournaments. Like, surely you can do better, right? Shouldn't be that hard. You'll be in the Audi car, yeah. I'm coping for the Audi. My boy Hulkenberg is gonna. Whew, I think he's gonna have a rough time at kick this year, but I'm coping for the Audi. Cadillac is cool though. We kind of need an American team. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Ford are gonna be doing the engines for Red Bull, right? So at least we have like an American engine manufacturer. Yeah, the Racing Bull looks so good. Like honestly, the Racing Bull might be the hottest car out there right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so much better. I wonder why they didn't change it to this earlier. Like, it has the signature Red Bull stuff that they want. Like the yellow nose and the bulls. And then it's just, like, white is just such a good looking color in general. Well, that sounds... Yeah, okay, no, I'm not gonna elaborate on that. But, like, everything looks so elegant. In white or black, like, I don't know. I really like the Alpha Tauri that we had before we had the blue one as well, the greyish white one. This looked like mega clean as well. I'm kinda excited, honestly. Now talking about F1 brings me in the mood again. It'd be cool to see more Verstappen dominance. Hamilton and Ferrari is gonna be a thing that I will probably need a year to adjust to. Well, here it just seems to be the same old DRS train following each other. Not many changes position-wise. Oh, Marcellian could jump Jannemann here. Would be a first time. But these guys have not been the top 4. Kingsman must have made some sort of mistake at some point, because he's now fallen behind the top 6 a little bit. Jannemann did lose out a little bit here as well, with the side-by-side with Marcellian. Not quite as close to the top guys anymore, and like... I mean, it might not look super interesting because there isn't many overtakes here, but like one tiny mistake in that group will just end your race pretty much, or your chances. It's gonna be very tough to close back up if you drop out of that DRS window. Ilo's getting a corner cut penalty. Bjelk is having one already as well. Milo might be making a move on Mofa here. Not the very best exit. Might be a little bit tough to go for a move. Okay, he's just almost losing his car because he's too quick. Let's watch Lauda a little bit. Who is now behind Eric. Was leading the little pack here a lap ago. Eric trying to like break the slipstream. Successfully so. Lauda is not making a move here. A lot of smoke further up, but that's probably just excessive again because the game's not quite know how to deal with smoke and tires. Hello, flag. There is a Mercedes in the wall. Oh my god. Yeah, and the Mercedes who could have rejoined a little bit less onto the racing line, I will say. Looked closer than it needed to be. Let us see. Yep, I think he's missing, yeah, the front right end plate, so that's probably some noticeable damage for him. Top 6 here, still just going as they were. Let's jump on Emil's POV. There's Lauda and Eric ahead of him. Yalk has dropped down a little bit, must have made some mistakes somewhere as well. Mido and Morpha are still close together. Still battling for that P12 this time around, because Cherry, of course, spun. Oh, Seagull in the pits as the first of the top runners. Trying for the undercut. Not sure how good the undercut is in general. It's generally looking pretty good for Fanta here, who could keep up with the top guys on his mediums. And who could be in a prime position for a good racing finish. If he can keep it up until pit stop for softs. Yeah, 10 laps-ish is where we are at. Now it's mediums to the end, I assume. Idle with the speeding the pit lane. Unfortunate. And now it's interesting to see from Fanta's POV who's coming into the pits. Especially so because only one of Rapid and Marslian can come in. Yep. Marslian's staying out here, Rapid and Yaneman going in for new tires. Now it's Hussein, Leiden, Marslian and Fanta. And where is Seagull gonna be against these guys? I think he's gonna be comfortably past them, honestly. Seemingly had a good outlap. Okay, I mean, I say comfortably, but it's not a second, I think, in the end. Oh no, it's 1.2 still. I thought Rapid and Yaneman would still catch up a little bit to Seagull here. Of course, there's a big chance for Seagull to maybe get rid of the two cars chasing him. Fanta here. Gonna try and go around the outside. And I think Marcian knows he's gonna pit this lap anyways, and so he's not gonna contest it too hard. Yeah, plays it safe on the pit entry. And for Fanta this is great, I think. He's gonna have another lap of DRS. Another lap that supports him being, yeah, a little bit further up. And following the soft runners. Even though at this point it might be not faster to stay behind the soft runners anymore. Let's see, Marcian. Oh, he is far behind Rapid, Yaneman, etc. Yeah, they are losing time. Hussein is gonna drop behind so much further. Marseille there lost 3 seconds. Rapid and Janneman there. Nice little battle there. Swapping back and forth. Through turns 1 to 5. Yeah, blue flag there for Hilo. Gets out of the way nicely. Okay, so Fanta gonna be left alone now. Was about time. So now the point where he starts using ERS again. Has been on no ERS before, just to save energy for the upcoming laps. He needs to go as fast as he can for the upcoming 3 or 4 laps until he goes for the softs. So that he does not lose out too much to all the ones on new tires. Let's see, Rapid here now has not really a back marker, but Mido there, of course, on a different strategy. Hussein, as expected, drops out actually ahead of Marcelian. Okay, must have had a good in-lap, I guess. I thought he was going to be behind much further, whereas Seagull now past Mofa. Rapid gets past Mido. Let's see if Janneman can follow immediately. Would be huge for him. Is he gonna Verstappen his ass? Mido backs out. Probably the good decision here. And Rapid is about to gobble up Mofa. That is huge for him. He's now so far away from Janneman as well. Did not really get through so nicely. Lost a little bit of time. I think... oh no, there's no DRS on the start finish straight anymore. That's a little bit tough there. Janneman now 1.5 seconds away from Rapid, who in turn does not have DRS of Seagull yet, so... yeah, I'm not sure what the situation is here, if these guys are just gonna catch each other again at some point. Or if this is just gonna be where we are at now. You know, Rapid is just about within Seagull's range. But he needs to be, of course, at the point of the DRS detection as well. So yeah. He has a little bit of ERS to spend. So has Seagull. Both of them just... yeah, really getting rid of that energy. Yeah, and Rapid... oh, he uses every last bit. Oh, he might have been just about out of the window there. Yeah, no DRS for him, but I think he's getting the slipstream anyways, so... likely gonna be in next lap. Oh, yeah. Hussein here, overtaken by Marseillan. And Fanta is bleeding time, of course, expected at this point. I think Seagull took 2 seconds off him last lap. Of course, Seagull is currently driving pretty much qualifying pace. Because he wants to get away from, or wanted to get away from Rapid as far as he could. Now, both of them on pretty similar energy, but I think they're just gonna... yeah, I'm not really... wouldn't really call it gentleman's agreement here, but they will have to fight less now, because Rapid can just control in the DRS there, follow through, charge up ERS again. They just have to care to not get caught by the others behind them. Edelman lost a good amount of time here, but yeah, that is also helped on by the fact that he has a relatively full battery that is still at his disposal. What? This was a corner cut? Okay, that was kind of crazy. I mean, it's an unforced error, so it's not going to be removed regardless. But yeah, that is not so great for his chances here to score a good position. The race winner this season, of course, already. But yeah, P3 in the championship. Would have been nice to beat out at least Seagull and Rapid. That's gonna be real tough unless they both get penalties. While we're looking at the field, penalties do not seem overly likely around here. Even though the curbs are nice and flat and invite to cut across. Yeah, either track limits are like somewhat generous, or people just know their way around it very well. So, I was about to say, one of these laps I expect Fanta to pit, but here he is, coming in. Kingsman soon to follow. Always dangerous pit entry here, down to 60 kilometers per hour. One of the slowest pits. I think, wait, is the only other one on the current calendar Monaco with 60 as well? I know there have been more that have been slower in the past, but I'm not sure if these tracks are still on there. Spa might be slower as well, because it's so narrow. Yeah. Seagull, Rapid back on top, and yeah, Fanta has it all to do from here on out. 5 seconds behind the top 5. And he has the fresh tires and the ERS at his disposal to get back up to the top groups, I guess. He's, at this point, the top 5 split in 2 groups. Seagull, Rapid running away. And Jannemann keeping a pretty consistent 2.5 second gap on these guys. Gonna get overtaken by both of these cars. And we'll see if that helps the course of these 3. I mean, technically, overtaking with DRS should always help you, because the straight line speed of the leading car in the group is even to the straight line speed of the car in the lead. So Seagull and everybody else is just gaining a 3 or 4 tenths due to DRS and slipstream. And so if you overtake with DRS in the group and you're then afterwards 2 tenths ahead of the leading car of your group, you also gained 2 tenths on the leading car overall, Seagull. That makes it a little bit easier for groups to catch up to individual drivers. Even though the top 2 here are 2 drivers as well, Rapid does not seem to overtake much so far. Don't think he's been ahead after these 2 have been on top again. I think he's just, for now, taking his time there, charging up his ERS. And his battery is almost full again, whereas Seagull here is only on 50-ish% here. So He'll have to worry about that at some point as well. Rapid is now in possession of all the tools he has to potentially drive an attack and threaten to pull away a little bit with all of his energy. Either way, I think the play, as usual, is BP2 in the last lap, then overtake. Fanta fastest lap, that is huge. He also gained like 1.8 seconds maybe in the last 1.5 laps. So that's looking good. He's going to be in striking distance very shortly. Hilo did lose the car, but he is still going apparently. Well, and Jerry never really recovered from his spin and crash. You can see this group. It's Eric, Lauda, Emils, Kingsman. All very close together. I think Kingsman wants to get past all of these ideally. Pace-wise, he probably can. It's going to be very tough for Eric and Lauda in the very end to maintain their soft tires. They're 4 laps older than Kingsman's. Kingsman past Emils. Should be easy. Oh, it is not as easy as I thought. Can brake a little bit deeper because he has the group advantage. I think he's just going to be staying ahead. And Hilo in the wall. Retired from the session. Hope it doesn't bring out the safety car. Yep, nope. And Hussein and the boys are gaining on Rapid Seagull, and Fanta is gaining on Hussein and the boys, even though so slightly here, only 0.4 this lap. Kingsman here. Could go by Lauda. Yeah, Lauda has to back out there because he can't rear-end Eric. This is of course used to great effect by Kingsman, who would have probably loved to go all the way up to the inside there, but this time Lauda was blocking him. Gonna go past Lauda at this point anyways though. Only Eric ahead here. For him to be free. That should be pretty easy. Yep. No problem at all. And I think Lauda's was very close there. Almost locked the wheels there and then it would have been Jova. But yeah, I think Kingsman is just going to be running away now. He has the best tires of the group and I think the best pace of the group as well. I'd be surprised if he was going to get re-overtaken by Eric at some point. Fanta there, chasing his targets. They are in sight, but still a little while away. Seagull now in P2, so it's his turn to charge up his battery a little bit. Hussein has pulled the following group up to almost the DRS range for him. Needs to do that ASAP so he can himself recharge his battery in the DRS a little bit as well. This was not getting worth out. Brain. This was not worth getting out of bed recovering for. Yes, sad for you, my guy. I'm very sorry. But yeah, it's not the easiest track, I think, especially without practice. Many of these corners are pretty treacherous. So, Rapid and Seagull still doing their thing. Seagull back up in P1 for whatever reason. Drained his battery almost entirely. really wonder if he can manage to fill it up in like 2 or 3 laps to fight off Rapid, which is inevitably gonna happen. Fanta is just about closed up as well. Needs probably one more lap, same as Marseillon here, who has just passed Hussein. Loud and Eric are still battling, but Kingsman is, as expected, pulling away now. Oh, never mind. Emil's just took the open door, fell into the house. Hussein back up ahead of Marseillon, and also in the DRS window now. And Fanta, I think he will make it for the upcoming DRS as well. Very confident of him here to not spend any ERS to get an extra 10th or so. But yeah, within a second here. And now able to profit off the DRS too. Okay, yeah, Hussein actually did not make it here. It's briefly out of range apparently. Seagull still struggling around 40% energy. Rapid sitting on an entirely full tank. Rather full battery. Ah, and Fanta with the time penalty. That is unfortunate for him. So it's not going to be a podium for him here neither. As you pretty much drop down to 5th and 6th with the time penalties regardless, because everybody here is so close together. Three more laps from here. The battle for the win is still wide open. And Rapid in prime position right now. He has much more energy than anybody else behind. Yelp. Getting another time penalty. His corner cuts, yeah, are running a little bit wild today. Let's see. Lauda apparently there ran a little bit deep. Wonder if forced or not. And Emils now seems to be pretty competitive on his medium tire here. Softs are probably on their last legs at this point. Looks like Emils is just gonna get Eric either way. I mean, he has a time penalty here, so not much of a threat, I guess, from Eric staying ahead in the long run. But even on track, I think Emils might be just faster and able to pass him in a second. Let's see. Tries it around the outside. Is a valid strategy here if you have the better tire, especially. But yeah, he just closes in before the turn even comes. And is in P8 now, and I doubt this is gonna be taken from in the end at this point neither. Oh. Gonna be taken from him now at least, Eric with the immediate counter. 2 more laps. I think for now the attention has to be on the top battle here. Yep, rightfully so, as Marseillon here kinda did Rapid a big one by eliminating 4 of the 6 contenders for the win. Or at least 2 of the 4, given that Jannemann and Fanta aren't really overtaking anybody with their time penalties anymore. But yeah, that makes the 6-way battle into a 2-way battle. And Seagull here has now recharged his entire battery and is in P1 for the last lap. Not sure if that is the best spot, if you can hold off the car behind on both DRS straights, but we're gonna find out. Staying with Rapid now. Looking at that Ferrari rear end. Gonna have DRS, no doubt. But will it be enough here? He needs a good exit. This is not horrible, I think. Does not use the ERS here at all yet. Ooh, and Yalk retired in the pits. Okay, never mind. Could not finish that race. One more lap was too much. But yeah, we won't get a safety car here. And we do have battle for the top position here. Hussein even joins in. Let's jump on his POV here. Could be crucial for yeah, even for Hussein here. If Seagull and Rapid go side by side maybe and have one bad exit or so, could mean the end of them. Oh, Seagull under some threat, goes to the inside there. Rapid goes in even further. Seagull tries to keep it around the outside, so pushed wide there. Gets a time penalty for corner cutting. Side by side still here between Rapid and Seagull. Hussein trying to come out on top of it, and it's gonna be Hussein sniping away the win there. Seagull spun over the line. Is gonna drop it behind Marceljan for now, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna appeal that corner cut penalty there. But I think he was slightly behind Rapid there in the end as well. But what an insane finish there by Hussein. He's gonna grab the top spot for sure. And I think Rapid is gonna... I'm not sure. Maybe he's keeping his P2. But I do think Seagull likely gets that corner cut penalty removed. So he's gonna get back that P3 from Marceljan in the end. Janneman is gonna finish P5 and Fantas stays in 6th. Not able to overtake them at all. Yeah, through goes Hussein. Holy moly, yeah, all scripted. It's really last lap showdown. I mean, yeah. It was the only way it could work for Hussein, honestly. He had to have that, yeah, well, I wouldn't say lucky moment, but like the moment he needed was Seagull and Rapid battling it out. And then and then him being able to slip through. But yeah, what a finish in the end. Congrats to Hussein. I think it's the first win in a while for him. But of course he has not been racing in a while as well, so it's not too surprising. It's only 3 or 4 races back now, and already on the top step of the podium. Very nicely done by him. In the end, it's not going to be an Englishman on top of the podium, as it has been, I think, for most of the others races this season. Janneman once, and I think it's 2 times Rapid, 1 time Seagull, probably. Or 2 times Seagull. Yeah, what a finish in the end. Yeah, good catch-up attempt by Fanta there. Is getting the fastest lap point, at least in the very end. But yeah. Seagull 3.07 seconds behind Hussein, so it would mean without 3 seconds he would be P3. It's gonna be interesting regardless. There haven't been many incidents. I will say this once, like the race is done, of course, but I do love how our top runners usually are able to fight wheel to wheel for an entire race. Like there have been 6 cars within a second for most of the race, without causing any incidents. There have been, of course, the Marseillon contact against Hussein, and then yeah, Seagull being pushed wide by Rapid, but I guess that's like hard racing, I guess. So yeah, huge props for them pulling it off like that, for giving us a show here. And yeah, well, not much left to say, except well, thank you everybody for being here for tonight's stream. I'm looking forward to see you again next week for another beautiful Formula Sundays race. Enjoy your night. Till then, goodbye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.